Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So welcome to my wrap-up video on Islamic study methodology. Today I'm going to map out the big picture of Islamic study from various perspectives. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with the roots, the history and growth of Islamic studies. It's important to know that studying Islam scientifically is not a new thing. The spirit of learning has been around since the time of Prophet Muhammad. It became more systematic when scholars began formulating ilmu kalam as the foundation of faith and usul fiqh as logical framework. Back then, intellectual hubs like Al-Azhar in Egypt and Cordoba in Spain were the centers of the world's knowledge. This history is exactly why we now have such a structured way to study Islam academically. Moving on, why do we even need religion? From a human perspective, our logic has its limits. That's why we need religion as a GPS or a life guide. Religion is not just about rituals between us and God. It has a huge social function. It acts as a source of moral, a source of peace when we feel stuck, and a clue for social solidarity. Basically, with a religion, our lives would lack a clear direction and a moral compass. Now, if you look at the core of Islam, there are three main dimensions that lock together. It's Aqidah, Shariah, and Akhlaq. Aqidah is the root. It's about our core beliefs and faith. Shariah is the system of rules, from how we pray to how we do business. Akhlaq is the fruit. It's our ethics and how we treat each other. These three are inseparable. Someone with strong faith but bad ethics, or someone who follows every rule but has zero compassion, isn't practicing Islam kafah or holistically. In this modern age, these dimensions are what keep our integrity in check. And now, let's talk about how we research it. In this field, there are two main types of research. First, religious research and religiousness research. Religious research, which focuses on holy texts or doctrines, the approach is usually theological or normative. For religiousness research, this one is more social. We look at how Muslims actually practice their faith in real world using lenses of sociology and anthropology. This way, we don't just understand the text but also the context of real life. So, what is the legal basis for all of this? The primary researchers are clearly the Quran and Hadith, but Islam is dynamic. For new modern issue, scholars use ijma and qiyas. Islam has unique characteristic. It's Rabbaniyah because it comes from God, but also Insaniyah because it's deeply value humanity. It is universal, flexible, and moderate. This is why Islam stays relevant, whether we're talking about the desert era or the AI era we live in now. Lastly, let's talk about the future. Islam is Rahmatan lil Alamin, a blessing for the entire universe. Its values of justice apply to everyone, even though there are different schools of thought today, from fundamentalist to inclusive. The big takeaway is that Islam is not anti-science. In fact, there's the idea of Islamization of science to ensure our technological progress still has a spiritual soul and doesn't destroy human morals. So, to wrap it up, studying Islamic methodology gives us a broad and critical perspective while staying grounded in faith. I hope this summary is helpful for all of you. I'm Nisyrina. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.